show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on GTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Romney Turtola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is the big story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. In studio with me is Dr. June Samuel, the Chief Executive Officer at the BVI Health Services Authority Interim. Yes. And we also have the President of the Rotary Club of Tortola, Abby O'Neill. Ladies, it's a pleasure to have you smiling brightly this morning here.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you for having me, Kathy.
Yes, when Dr. Samuel bursts a laugh, know that it's good. All right, so today we are here to talk about a cause for the cause.
Yes.
We know what's happening around us here in the Virgin Islands and further afield when it comes to the dreaded, I'm going to use the word dreaded before it, cancer. Mm-hmm. And there are so many aspects to it, mm-hmm. and so many causes that are around us coming to grips and dealing with it in a holistic way. Mm-hmm. Abby, as the president of the Rotary Club of Tortola, annually we do the raffle, which gives away $25,000, but there is something bigger behind that giveaway. Mm-hmm. So there comes the cause for the cause. Let's talk about it.
Yes, Kathy. As you know, we have the annual raffle, cash raffle for $25,000. But of course, we have a cause. In previous years, we've done things like the blood bank at BVIHSA. And this year, our focus is primarily on elements of cancer treatment that BVIHSA would be able to offer. In Rotary, we try to do what's best for the most people in the larger community. So we feel that by working with BVIHSA and making certain services available or helping them to make certain services available to the wider community, that has greater impact.
Okay, and the thing behind of this is that we understand while BVIHSA is BVIHSA under their board and under government and all of that, we as a people have a part to play to help in the better healthcare services tour, because so many of us benefit, yes. If not us individually, someone close to us. Dr. Samuel, talk to us a little bit about this particular cause that we're
Thank you, Kathy and Abigail. So we're pleased that Rotary Club of Tortola has again decided to partner with BVIHSA. The BVIHSA is mandated by government to provide services in response to public health trends within the country. Yes, so that's the easiest way to put that. And over the years, cancer and deaths from cancer has been a growing concern. I think everybody would have seen when Dr. Hobdy put out some statistics probably last year, mm-hmm. and people were, there was a lot of furor about that. At the hospital, we do see persons who present at end stage, which is sad. So that may be the first time that we're actually seeing them in their episode of care, right? And the other concern that we have at Health Services Authority is that many of these cancers that persons present with at that stage 4, are cancers that are, for the most part, preventable, mm-hmm. right? So that is where we are now seeing that we have to have a response, right? And so the improvement of cancer care services through the BVIHSA is about providing a holistic approach. Mm-hmm. It is about, from the beginning, the screening, the follow-up, For persons who are diagnosed, ensuring that there's a multidisciplinary team approach so that the best treatment plan and care can be recommended for persons. There are supports that persons who have cancer, who are diagnosed with cancer, do need in terms of counseling and social supports. The family needs supports. So the program that we are expanding on, because we do already provide some aspects, and some aspects of these things are done within the community. But the difference here is that at Health Services Authority, we are looking to have a comprehensive program that is holistic in approach, that walks with the patient from the beginning to the end. And that would mean, for example, screenings, having more aggressive screening campaigns, right? Breast cancer is not something that we should be dying from in this day and age. Breast cancer, when diagnosed very early, can be treated successfully with a survival rate of up to 95%. Okay? Colon cancer is not something that we should be dying from. Okay? There's screening, and when the screening is done appropriately and in a timely manner, once colon cancer is diagnosed early, treatment and intervention is effective for the most part, right? So, prostate cancer, okay? And those are the top 3 ones that we are faced with in the country, okay? So, with the help of Rotary Club of Tortola, we're looking at specifically improving, equipment needs. We're looking to introduce chemotherapy services, so there needs to be a whole suite that persons can receive chemotherapy services. We're looking to have more present oncology services, okay, whether the person is here or remote, so that requires support. But a big part of the investment needed has to do around equipment and space, and because you have to provide the care in a particular way, right? So that is our goal, and we're really happy that Rotary Club of Tortola has taken on the cause. They always take on big causes, We have the blood bank.
Well, we try to answer the needs of the community, which is our mandate as Rotarians.
And I like how you put it earlier. While, yes, you do so much within the community, you look at projects that benefits a wide cross-section. Yes, you do things for individuals as need may arise, and your funds allow to, or your ability to go out in the community and help physically. Doing projects that meets the bigger audience. Something that that we are seeing more, Dr. Samuel, and that causes us to want to do so much more, is the fact that cancers are now presenting in younger and younger and younger, and that's scary.
It's very scary. And, the fact that they're presenting in younger persons is one issue, but what I find very concerning is that, too often, let me just put it that way, too often these persons are presenting at an advanced stage, which says to me that, in terms of getting the message out, right, as it relates to screening and what we need to look for as individuals, we need to know our health history, we need to know our family history, okay, we need to know what behaviors we may be engaging in that are putting us at risk for developing cancers. We know the science says that, with chronic diseases, obesity, there are many things within our environment that predisposes us. So, it's important that as a part of the screening, that we get that message out so that persons are not presenting, at stages 3 and 4. And young persons, right? Human beings in BVI are our greatest resource. We can't be losing our persons at the productive years of their lives.
Nice. So We gotta sell some tickets here.
Yeah, we're
We
gonna
gotta
sell
a
some
whole
tickets.
lot more tickets.
Whole
right?
lot of tickets.
It's more than just a person winning $25,000 and those who would have won advance prizes.
Yes.
It's that cause.
Yes,
That
it's that cause,
cause.
yes.
So tell us about
The tickets, well,
Yeah.
you can get tickets Friday, tomorrow, at Republic Bank. We'll have a team of Rotarians out selling tickets there from 1 p.m. And please come down, grab your tickets. They're $20 a ticket. You just need one to win the jackpot. And on Saturday, we'll be out in full force at CTL and RTW. And from, I think, 9 a.m. Until about noon or a little after. And then on Saturday, we have the big draw.
Okay.
This Saturday from 6:30 p.m. at Bambouche. Tickets will be available, and if you have a ticket in the wheel, do come out, have some fun, and see if you win. So
Yeah.
6:30 at Bambouche, last chance to get tickets, but you have an opportunity tomorrow at Republic Bank, Saturday at CTL, Clarence Thomas Limited, and Right Way.
And even now, as we speak, you could get from different members of
Yes,
the club.
yes,
You could
if
just
you
call
know-
up,
if
call
you-
me up to I have some tickets. Let's get them out. You know, the cause.
It's the cause, it's
Yeah.
the cause.
When you purchase a ticket and you come and listen, I really want that chance to win that $25,000. Also hold in your head
That you have done some good.
I am doing some good. So if you had thought of $20, think about 100 now. Yeah, let's get this thing going. Like Dr. Samuel would have said, we can't be losing our human resources at their productive stage of their life. That's back at home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Woo! Have you got a number to give some? Because I think your phone is going to be going off now. I don't know. You can call me up on 340-4855. I have some tickets. If you know Abby's number, any member
Any member
I
of
think,
the Rotary Club
of Tortola.
Yeah.
Yeah. So run the dates for the big sales right now.
So
again.
Friday, tomorrow, 1 p.m. at Republic Bank. Saturday morning from 9 a.m. at Right Way and Clarence Thomas. And Saturday evening at 6:30 p.m. the big do at Bambouche, and tickets will be available for the drawing on that night. So come out and have some fun and hope you win. But do please buy a ticket, because it's not just for a chance to win $25,000. You're doing good with your $20 or $100 or $200 worth of tickets.
Yes. A book is $100.
Yes. but it's all for the community.
Yes.
And I mean, I would say to the public, all of us, I mean, each one of us knows someone who has suffered with cancer, who's been diagnosed, who's died from cancer. Some of us even may be dealing with it ourselves. And we know, right, the kind of costs associated with getting care, the kind of displacement, the effect that it has on the family. So cancer is something that, to fight cancer, it takes the whole community.
It does.
Yes.
It does.
Right?
Yes.
And it takes the whole community coming together, because there are different aspects to the care. So the treatment end on our end is one part of it, but we want to have few people coming to that end,
Yes.
right? And with this, the donations from Rotary Club of Tortola, we can strengthen our ability to do that.
Nice,
Okay,
nice.
so it's a cause all of us can relate.
Absolutely.
Yes, and think about it. If you nip it in the bud, or you know of it,
Yes.
think about what that money that you would have had to spend. It's a lot.
Yes.
What you can do with it if you've been diagnosed early and be able to live a normal life. You could live your dreams.
Exactly.
You understand? You could
Yes.
travel the world rather than taking that money
Yes.
to put in fighting to preserve,
Preserve your life.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for what you do, Dr. Samuel.
You're welcome.
It's never overstated.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
You said 3 minutes, but oh Lord. Information to share.
Yes.
Abby, to you and your team at the Rotary Club of Tortola, Thank you for seeing the importance. We know that this is something that goes from succession to succession.
Yes.
So through presidents over the years,
Yes.
we keep doing this,
Yeah.
and we all see the benefits of it. I don't ever forget when we were doing the raffle one year. It was for the cause was for the blood bank. We were at, because I was a part of selling those tickets as well. We were at one mart selling,
Yeah.
and this woman came in and said, she got money, she can't afford to buy a ticket. And someone stopped her and said, well, you know, the cause is, and she opened her eyes so quick. She said, I'm going to cut my grocery costs at 20 because you know what? Yesterday, I had to be there with my mom and we couldn't X, Y, Z because the hospital X, Y, and Z. And if you're going to be doing this for this cause, listen, you deserve all my shopping money right now. And that alone, with her saying that, everyone around her decided that, look,
They would.
yes, and they forgot the big prize. All they wanted to know is that
They contributed.
And today you see the
Yeah.
glory
Exactly.
of that blood bank
Blood
at the
bank,
hospital.
And that's what it's all about, Kathy.
Yes.
It's community activation and everybody coming together for the cause.
Awesome. All right. So take that $20 out, that $100 out, that $40 out, and even if you don't have $20, you make a contribution, it's still accepted. Let's do what we can to help save lives here in the Virgin Islands. I want to thank you, Abby. I want to thank you, Dr. Samuel, and I want to thank you for supporting such a worthy cause. I am Kathy Richards. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of The Big Story.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.
Are you searching for new home decor items that reflect the season's latest trends? Look no further than Right Way Home. From cushion sets to decorative vases, we have unique pieces to suit every style and budget. Discover your right find at the right price, only at Right Way Home and Right Way Stores.